Hello everyone, it's Martha here with you today, and I am going to be working on my second design team project for Country Craft Creations for July, and I am working with the Wedding Day collection by Echo Park. So for this project I will be using some of the 12 by 12 sheets, like these pieces here are all from the 12 by 12. And this one is from the solids that you can buy, the pack, and then these as well are from the 12 by 12. And then I have cut apart one of the cut apart sheets, and these are actually going to be what I use for the cards that are going inside my card box. And that is what we are creating. We're creating a little card gift set, and so it's going to be super cute, but I'm going to use these as my kind of the centerpiece of my cards. And then from the from the 6 by 6 paper pad, I've cut a few sheets down to 4 by 5 1/4, and they are going to be what layer onto my card bases that I've created. And my cards are going to be A2 size, so they're going to be 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. And so we're just going to use them, and we will just layer, that on top, and that's going to be our cute little simple basic cards. So I have, for the measurements for what I'm using here today, I have 4 of my heavyweight, 110 pound heavyweight cardstock, cut at 4 1/4 by 11, and you're going to score it at 5 1/2 in the middle. So I've got 4 of those, and then I've got 2 that are cut at 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, and you're going to score them at 4 1/4 in the middle, and that's going to give you an A2 size card, just in a different orientation, just if you want to do a different style of card. All right, so let's get these pieces put aside, and we are going to work on the base of our box that our cards are going to go into. All right, so you are going to need 110 pound heavyweight cardstock for this. I'm using white today, shocker. I know it's not black, it's craziness. But I'm using white today, and you are going to need, for the base of the box, you're going to need one sheet that measures 11 by 6 3/4, and you're going to score it on the 11-inch side at 4 3/4 and 6 1/4. All right, and then for the flap that's going to go over the top, you need a piece that measures 5 1/2 by 6 3/4, and you're going to score it at 1 and at 2 1/2. All right, and then for the little inserts that are going to go inside in our enclosure, you're going to need 2 pieces that measure 8 by 9 3/4. So they're 8 inches wide by 9 3/4 tall, and you're going to need to score it at 4 1/2 and 5 1/2. And then at 3/4 on both sides. So you can either lay it in on the 8-inch side and score it at 3/4 on one side, and then flip it and score it at 3/4, or you can score it at 3/4 and then 7 1/4. And then you can put it in on the 9 3/4 side and score it at 4 1/2 and 5 1/2. Or you can score it at 4 1/2, flip it, and score it at 4 1/2. You're going to get the same results either way, but you need 2 of those pieces. All right, so then once all your score marks are in, you're going to fold it all in, just like so. And then we're just going to cut out this little square here and this little square here. So we will just trim that out. So I like to basically cut off the score mark on both sides, and then just flip it over and kind of stand it up a bit like that and just get right in there and cut that out. All right, and then we're gonna do the other side the same way. Cut it in and in just to that other score mark there, that 3/4 inch that's going along the side. And then just bend it back, stand it up a bit, and we will cut it off. Just like so. All right, now I've already done that to my other piece here. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna remove the backing. I've put some 1/2 inch tape on here, so we're gonna remove the backing and then take your wet glue and put it all over the back, all over that flap, just so you have a little bit of room, like wiggle time, to make sure that it all goes together nice and straight. So now it's just going to fold in like this. And that's why you want to give yourself that glue, so that you can work with it and make sure you're getting it all on there nice and straight. All right, and then you can get your bone folder and go inside and work that down. All right, and we're going to do the other one the same way. Just like so. Add that adhesive there, and then this one will fold in and go in place a lot easier because the other side's already done all the hard work for it. All right, and then you can lay it on its back again and just take your bone folder and just give it a good rub inside of there. All right, so then that is your little insert piece done. Now I'm just gonna do the next one. All right, so now I've got my 2 insert pieces done, and now we can work on the enclosure. So what I'm gonna do is I've got my piece, my big base piece here, and what I'm gonna do is just, this little 1 inch section here is going to hinge inside of here. It's not gonna go on the outside. I want it on the inside of my little section in here. All right, so I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm going to remove the backing, just like that, and then I'm going to just put my adhesive all the way all over the back of it, and then you can fold it down. It might make it easier to line it up, and then just line it up all the way to the top, and it should line up perfectly to both sides as well. So just like that. And then you can just reinforce your little mark there. All right, and then that's going to go together just like this. All right, once it's all nice and straight. Okay, and now we can attach our little inserts to the inside here, and I am just going to use wet glue for that, just because I want it all to be nice and even and neat inside of there, and I don't want to make a mess up with using tape. So I'm just going to add it all over the bottom of my insert, and I'm gonna line it up. I left myself a little bit of space on both sides, not front and back, just both sides, So it can go all the way, like, so it's almost touching your score line back here, but not touching it. And then go inside with the bone folder and give it a good press down inside of there. All right, and then we can add our next one here. All right, now we can add our next one, and just add your glue all over the bottom. And I want to stick them together as well, so I'm adding glue on one side of my insert as well. All right, and we can kind of lay it down and go in with the bone folder. So we can kind of press it in there, just to make sure they attach to each other nicely. All right. Okay, perfect. So now these are just going to, this is going to come over the top and close in just like this. All right, so now you can decide at this point if you want to add adhesive here and then bring it up and glue it on right there. But I don't think I want to. I think I want to leave some more room to display some of that pretty paper, and I think it looks kind of nice when it all comes apart like that. But it's totally up to you. You can decide if you want to do that or not. All right, so I am adding a magnetic closure. So I'm going to go ahead and add my magnets. And I'm going to add one right here. And I'm just adding it with a little bit of my score tape. And then I'm just putting my score tape upside down on there and just then letting my magnet catch. And then I'm going to bring up my front and bring up my back and just make sure that it stays really nice and square as I'm bringing it down. So if you need to lay it down to do that, then go ahead. All right, and then I'm just gonna press all right, so now I've got my magnet attached there, just like this. So our little box is coming right along. So now we are going to just go ahead and add all of our papers. So I'm just gonna speed up the video and you can watch while I make the cards quickly and just decorate our box. Okay guys, so I'm all finished with the box and the cards. So I've kept the cards super simple. I left them blank inside just so whoever I give this gift set to can write whatever they'd like to the recipient. And so yeah, I've kept them really simple. It's just the 6x6 paperback here cut down to 4 by 5 1/4, and then these card bases are 5 1/2 by 4 1/4, these 4. So really cute and simple. And then these two are, they're also 4 1/2 or 4 1/2 by 5 1/4, just a different orientation. So super cute. Love those. And then I've got some 6 envelopes here to go with them, just so they're all ready to go. And then I've used the black sheer polka dot ribbon and the light pink seam binding just to kind of wrap it up. We know it's closed with the magnet, but I just thought it looked really cute with that ribbon going all the way around there. All right, so let's open it up and we will put our cards inside here. So as you saw, we covered the inside, and we are going to put 3 of our cards in each section, and it definitely would fit more probably as well. Probably fit 4 in there. If you didn't put any dimension like I did, you could probably fit 6 in each section. And then we're going to put 3 of our envelopes in with each one of them in each section, just like so. So you've got this adorable little gift set ready to go, and then you would just tie your bow back on. I haven't decided yet. I might attach the ribbon to the back, but I think it works just fine like this as well, so I might not. We'll see. I'm undecided about that, but all right, here we go. It is ready to go to give out to whoever I need a quick gift for, and I think it's really special and a really great way to use up your paper once you're done with the collection. You could do this for anything. If you have a birthday collection, obviously you could make birthday cards. If you have a little boys collection, you could make little boys birthday cards, or just thinking of you cards. The same thing with little girls, or Halloween, or especially Christmas collections. What a fantastic idea for Christmas collections. So everything will be linked below to the Country Craft Creations store, and I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe and give this video a like, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.